I'm replacing both of the transmission solenoids. One there, one on the side here. Now I'm going to remove the plugs from these solenoids and the bolts. Pull these things off here and try to clean them. You see here, just to press it in, pull straight back. Same thing with this red one and black one. Now we'll take the 6 bolts out of this one. 2, 2, and 2. It is a 10 millimeter. And hopefully it'll come loose fairly easy. Okay. See some of the gaskets stuck in there. Nice and easy. There's one screen there that looks kind of clean. We'll test this solenoid, see if they activate properly. That screen doesn't really look dirty, but let's pull it out and see. The gasket is definitely stuck in there. It's original to the car, so you can see some gasket material sticking on it there. It's brittle. It just wants to break off in pieces. What I'm mostly concerned about is looking at this screen. It looks fairly clean. You see here, fairly clean. I was expecting it to be a lot filthier than that. So there are 3 bolts for the solenoid. One here, one top center, and the third one bottom right. And then this extra bolt right here is for this cable stay that's holding the wire and plug, so we'll take that off with it as well. These are all 10 millimeter. Can't get those, they're at an angle with this long extension, so I'm going to have to use a ratchet. Alright, a ratchet wouldn't fit in there either, so I have to get down to a wrench here. Ah, there we go. Yeah, It's just what I thought, about an inch. So if you'll notice, different size, this short one came out of the bracket for the holder here. The long one come out down here. This one was long as well, so this other one should be the same. All right, got it. There goes all the transmission fluid. Make sure you have a bucket or something there available. I'm going to pull the screen out of this one, see if it looks any different than the other one over there. This one has two screens in it, and it does look a little dirty on that one. Let's see. All right, here we are. That one's pretty clean. This one's got some gunk in it. A little bit there. I mean, definitely not enough to clog it up, but maybe that's enough to restrict the flow and cause it to slip. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it would be. So we're going to replace these, maybe. I don't even know if the transmission's worth saving. We're going to test these after we get them cleaned up. All right, so I have these little alligator clips. I'm going to test these solenoids. I just have them stuck to a 12-volt car battery. I'm going to try to put some power to these. And from what I've heard, the polarity doesn't matter, so but we're going to try it both ways just in case. So there's one clip, then I'm going to stick the other clip to it, and we're going to hear if it actuates. You can hear it actuating, and it's hard to see. Watch in this hole right here, this top hole. You can see that plunger will activate, but it doesn't. See how it barely moves? I don't know if that's correct or not. Seems like it's just barely opening. If I change the polarity, still the same thing. It just barely moves. And this other side does the same thing. So I don't know if that's all the travel that it's supposed to be doing. Watch inside this hole right here. It doesn't do a whole lot. So I'm not sure if that's correct. But what I found interesting on this other solenoid I can't hear it do anything. It doesn't make any type of sounds. Of course, I don't believe there's a plunger out here anywhere that's visible to see, but if I put the power on this one, see if I can get it in view here so you can hear that it doesn't even do nothing. All you hear is that's the spark from me touching these leads. See, this solenoid doesn't do anything. So I'm assuming that one's bad. It even looks like it's kind of burnt in there a little bit on one side, maybe. See there? So maybe this solenoid burnt up. See what I can find out. I'll try to see if you can hear the difference between the old solenoid and the new one. Neither one of them barely make any noise, but hopefully the microphone will capture this. So here's the old one. All I hear is like the spark of when I'm touching the leads to it. And now for the new one, see if maybe you can hear a slight click or something in it. So it does sound like it's doing something, although it's not much. This old solenoid appeared to be, although the actuators weren't moving very much, they do appear to be operating properly according to the new one. So I bench tested the new one and it does the same thing. The little plungers inside of there barely move, but they actuate the same way. But I'm going to go ahead and replace it with the new one anyway. What I'm going to do is try to clean this surface so the new gasket and stuff won't have any issues. Just using a real light brass brush, nothing too, I don't want to score it or scratch it in any way. I'm just real light cleaning. Alright, this new solenoid came out of the package already oiled. You can see a sheen on it here. It's oily all over, so this gasket isn't dried out. So this surface, doesn't need to be lubed up or anything. This gasket already is. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back on with the original screws. There are 6 of these 10mm screws that I'll be putting back in. Just want to make sure the gasket is seated all the way in. It's not sticking out or bulging anywhere. And when you plug these in, I've already cleaned these, sprayed them out with electronic cleaner. Make sure they're nice and clean, no gunk in there. The black one goes on top, black to black, just like that. And then the red one on the bottom here. Snap them on good and tight. And now we'll put the other solenoid on the side there. Okay, I'm going to clean this one up the same way. Get the mating surface clear of any of that gunk. All right, it's nice and clean. Now we'll install the new solenoid. Okay, what I did here was I transferred over this clip from the cable and this mounting bracket from the old solenoid over to here. So I can go ahead and get this reinstalled. Took a little bit of transmission fluid, just rubbed it around the gasket because this one was dry. Make sure the gasket's seated everywhere, and then we'll go ahead and install it. Now remember, the 3 long screws go in the solenoid, and then the one shorter one mounts this bracket to the top right corner right here. In order to tighten these other two, I have to come at them from a different angle. Those are secure. Okay, now the shorter screw goes into this bracket here on the side of the block, like such. That way the plug faces around the front. And then this little wire clip pops into that hole right there. Like that there. Just kind of holds these wires up out of the way. Now we can take this wire clip and plug it back into the top of that bracket now that we have it remounted. Kind of hold those wires in place. Same thing here. Spray it out with cleaner, and then we'll go ahead and plug this solenoid in like such. And that's all for the solenoids.